Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another build video in The Sims 4. Today we are going to be building a greenhouse for the 100 baby house. One of you guys actually suggested I do this for Latisha because she just had the 20th baby of the series. I also am going to give her a makeover as well, but I don't know if I'm just going to do that off camera and I'll show you guys what she looks like. But yeah, I think that's such a good idea because I've been talking about building this greenhouse basically since the beginning of the series and I haven't gotten around to it yet. So today is the day. Just like with the last house expansion, I'm giving myself an hour to get this done. So hopefully we can make it look nice in an hour. If we have enough extra time, we can even work in the house a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna have any extra time though. I'm not sure. But I do have an inspiration picture for this project. I'll go on and put it up on the screen now where you guys can kind of see what I'm trying to build, what we're trying to achieve here. I have been through so many inspiration pictures of greenhouses. It's not even funny, but a lot of them look so cool and I want to build them in The Sims, and then I realized that there's some reason that I can't. One of them I actually tried to build, but it was the glass roofs that got me. It was the way the glass roofs were working and like clashing with each other, the way that I had them layered up, and so I had to abandon that project. But I'm gonna go on and start my timer and we are gonna get started building this. Fingers crossed this goes well because this was definitely not my first choice for our greenhouse. I'm really hoping that it'll look nice out here. I want it to be fairly big, not too big, but I do want it to have a decent amount of room in it because I would love to actually be able to get Latisha all of the plants in the game. That is not something I've ever achieved though. That's a pretty big garden. We already have Patchy helping us out in the garden and we have a gardener that comes here as well. So I don't want to make it so big that we can't handle it, but I do want her to have enough room for all of her plants. We actually have a ton of plants right now in her inventory, like seed packets that we haven't opened yet. And so I very much want to be able to plant some new plants. So I think for this little area right here, I'm gonna go with glass wallpaper. We're also gonna put windows on there as well though. So should I swap to this one? I just want it to look seamless. But then for the bigger part of the greenhouse, I'm gonna go with this stone wallpaper from Seasons, and we'll use the same roofing that we have on the house just to keep everything matching. I might change the roof trim to brown. I feel like that might look a little bit better. And then I'm gonna grab the windows from the Life and Death pack. I'm on the doors. I'm not looking in the right place. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find them. That's because they're not doors, they're windows. These right here, this everlasting window, I don't know exactly what color I want it to be. I don't want it to be too dark because our house is very light and bright. I don't hate the green. I wonder how that would look. Actually, let's try that. But that's the broken swatch. I don't think I want a bunch of broken windows. I think I want it to actually look nice. But now I'm not so sure about the roof trim. But also, do we need some chunkier roof trim? Right now, I feel like we're gonna have to go back to white. I feel like the brown is not looking good. Oh, it also would probably help if I would actually match the roof color to the big roof. I wonder if I could make this a little bit bigger. Actually, no. That's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna do glass roof for this. We could do the really fancy one. I kind of like that. Or we could go for something a bit more simple like that. That looks more like the inspiration picture. But I think I like the fancier one. I feel like that's more Latisha's vibe. So far, I hate this though. I will tell you guys, I absolutely hate it. I may end up bulldozing it. I just feel like it's so dark. That's what's driving me crazy. It's so dark compared to our house. Maybe the horse ranch wallpaper would look better. I don't think so though. What about this one? I might end up having to pick out some new windows. I do have this cutesy trim from For Rent. It's a little bit bulky, but we could also try to hide some of the imperfections with flowers growing up the wall or something. Like this little area right here is bugging me, but I think we can fix it. I don't actually know if I've made it big enough, but I feel like it's as big as I want it to be. I don't really want it to be much bigger than this. We'll try to do one more tile because the inspiration picture has a little window right up here, which I might have to lower this roof a little bit, but it's got the tiniest little window and some plants growing up here. Like we could use this one from Horse Ranch. Maybe I could swap back to my brown now that I put that window down. Maybe the windows are the problem. I don't know what I want as usual. I also think that I want to take this fencing from Discover University. I have to make it just a little bit smaller. But I'm thinking about kind of using that to go around the bottom to kind of look like a foundation. It's not a foundation, but I'm kind of hoping it'll have that look to it. Just to give it a little extra something. But does it take away from the windows? I don't think so. Oh no, I think I've sized them down too small now. Okay, I like that. That's cute. I think I sorted out the size and I kind of like the way it wraps around. We do probably need a bit of a column. On the house, I'm using these cats and dogs columns, but I feel like we could do horse ranch, possibly. I don't know though. I don't know how I feel about that. We definitely need something though. And actually, I was gonna say, I'm gonna pull that back out a little bit so that that corner stops bugging me so much. And then I didn't think it was gonna work, but now I think it actually is. Yeah, I think I like that better. I do. Let's find some plants. We could do this ivy from Get Together, or I have some jungle adventure plants. The only thing is these are flowery, which might not be such a bad ideal. They would help us out a little bit, actually. We could kind of cover up the window just a teeny tiny bit. Also, the lighting right now is not hitting the front of this build. It's more coming in from the back. So maybe in better lighting, it would look better. I don't hate it in the morning light. Oh, I forgot I haven't found columns yet, though. I got distracted. Maybe the romantic garden column, that would look cute. Oh, I feel like it's too fancy for this house, though. How does the cats and dogs column look on there? Actually, maybe not bad. Why does it look so different from the house? Like, why does it look like a completely different area? I wonder if I change the windows to white. But no, I don't like that either. I'm gonna temporarily try this life and death column that looks a little bit weathered. I mean, I don't think it's matching the colors that we have going on right now. Really, maybe I need to change these windows. Maybe the windows are the problem. I mean, they look so pretty though. We could change them over to something like, not that, that's too big. Something like this one from Discover University. Is that what that's from? Yeah. I actually kind of like this. All right, this might be better. It's definitely not as fancy looking, but really our house isn't that fancy. I mean, we're having 100 children. Half the time people are complaining about how bad the house stinks when they are here. So maybe I shouldn't be too worried about building something fancy. Do we have a column to match that? Did we get more than one Discover University column? The horse ranch column actually is the one that matches the best. So that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like you don't even really notice that. It helps a lot, but it's not super noticeable. So there we go. That's sorted. We could also do a few plants kind of hanging off of the roof. Just a few, because I'm gonna do landscaping as well. I'm gonna do lots of landscaping. But I think I'm ready to move on to this side now. And this side, I'm gonna do, I think, a little bump out. I was actually thinking that I'll do this same thing over here, but I might actually do that on the other side. I feel like the other side's gonna need some help. Oh no, I wanted that roof to match up with it, but I'm not gonna be able to do that because of my foundation difference. I didn't want to put the greenhouse on a foundation. I guess I could. That kind of makes my little stone wall over here useless, but I could also just elevate them a little bit. Let's see how that looks. We'll use the same foundation that's on the house. I actually don't totally hate that, you guys. I don't hate it. We'll extend that roof over there, which means we need to make this a bit smaller. Should we do some kind of window here? Maybe one of those big bay windows. I think we got one of those from Discover University as well. Yeah, this one. I mean, that's kind of cute. That might be adorable. I don't know if the colors match. I can't really tell. I think they do. But we can put some plants on this on the inside to decorate it, and I think that will be cute. All right, there's that little area. I know I have to get a door, but before I do that, I'm gonna bounce back over here and we're gonna do a whole nother row of windows, just like this area. I'm gonna copy and paste the roof and we'll see how that looks. I mean, it probably could look better. I wonder, do we need another roof like this? Do we need another situation happening like that? But if I do that, then I definitely need to make this a bit smaller, which is fine. It's less that we have to decorate later. later. That's how we're looking right now. I mean, I need to put windows on it. Don't judge it yet, actually. I don't know. I don't like the way this little roof piece is now sticking through here. I don't like that, but I don't feel like I can make this any bigger. So the only thing I could do would be that. I think that we're gonna have to get rid of that roof because I don't like it. And we can either just do that, or we could grab just another roof like this, make it smaller, and we could do glass right there. I also need to get rid of this ceiling really quickly so it'll look a little bit better. I mean, I guess we could also do the glass roof, but I don't know. I don't like it like that for some reason. And I don't think I like the glass. I think we'd be better off to do the stone, but that means that we need some roof trim. And I had to look back at my inspiration picture and I caught a sight of my timer, and we're not doing great on time. So I need to get this going. You know, it would be a lot easier if the wood tones actually matched half the time. I'm just saying it would be easier. All right, there's that side. We still need a landscaping. I know, but I need to figure out the back really quickly. I don't think the back I'm going to worry about too much. I mean, honestly, I could easily just do what we did on the front on the back. Maybe I'll do that. It'll be a lot easier than the side piece because it's going to be exactly the same as the front. We can just copy that and paste it, and there we go. Look at that. That's so easy. And back here, we could even do a few flowers growing up the side of the house. These flowers are so chunky. Have I already said that? I feel like I've always seen other people using them in their builds, and they look so good, but when I try to use them, sometimes I just feel like they are so puffy compared to the house. Like they stick out so far. And then we could place some ivy in this little corner. A different color though. They don't have a good color. They don't have a good color for my greenhouse. We also could put just like one more of those right here. I'm gonna size it down a little bit just to make it look a little bit different. I think that's the smallest one. And then I also should change the roof trim right here to match the greenhouse because I feel like it looks weird, but I keep on forgetting what color I used. I think it's that one. And then we need to extend this little porch thing all the way across. I think I just lost a column. I think the smaller column got swallowed by the horse ranch column. Yeah, that's what happened. Should we put a little fence here? I don't think I want to, because if they want to get into the greenhouse from the outside, I want them to be able to do that. Actually, I need to put some steps down for our gardener. I don't mind if she wants to walk through the house, but I would rather her not have to. Like, I want her to be able to get to the greenhouse easily enough. Should we do the horse ranch doors? They're a bit too big. I also don't hate this life and death door. I think that actually looks kind of cute in there. I bet it'll look good from the inside. You can't really see it right here, but we can do some more columns and then we'll grab some stairs. Actually, no, I'm going to delete this column. I'll scooch these columns over here. That way the stairs won't be in the way of my landscaping. And I think I'm going to do it on both sides. And if I do that, then we can still do a little bit of fencing just to finish the area off. Do I have that column placed in the right spot? Oh yeah, I do. I don't know where I was about to put the fence though. All right, I think that's looking really good. We can go on and open up these walls. Wow, this ended up being a lot bigger than I expected actually. I think we'll do the same stone wallpaper on the inside, and then I want some stone wallpaper for the flooring as well. Not wallpaper, whatever, flooring, stone flooring. But we could do something like this maybe. You can't really see it good because I don't have lights in here. Let's just go on and fix that. We could do one of these little plant lamps. It's not a lamp, it's a light. What is with my words today? But also I'm just going to do some of these little saucer lights because I feel like they're so powerful. They have so much lighting and I can size them down really small. See, I don't know how I feel about that being in here. Like, I'm not sure about how that looks. We also have this little plant light thing that we'll put somewhere, and I'm going to think about that while I landscape. It's going to be the same kind of landscaping that we have around the house. We also need some terrain paint that could come all the way over here. Did I use terrain paint right here, or is that flooring? That's flooring. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to do that. My money tree can actually go inside the greenhouse, so I can get that out of the way. I might have to finish the landscaping later. I feel like we need to get inside because I feel like I'm running out of time. But we could make the little pathway. We could kind of just draw it along the landscaping. It could kind of curve along the plants and the flowers. That's cute, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love that. I think we need just like a little bit of dirt on this side as well, just to kind of finish everything off. Maybe that's a little heavier than I want it to be. Terrain paint stresses me out, you guys. It's not easy. I don't know how some people use it so effortlessly. How do we feel about that? I think that's cute. The greenhouse is looking a bit chaotic, and I think it's because of this window. I might scooch that window over a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that. But let's go into the inside. Let's just go on and get started in here. That way, if we run out of time, I can finish the landscaping later. I can do that. I mean, you guys already know what it's going to look like. It's going to look like that. Maybe we'll put this light right here, and maybe it won't bug me as much like that. Then we do need a rug, and I know just the one I want. This one from Parenthood with the little plant on it. That's perfect. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with all of my planters at this point. I guess we could kind of put the trees over here. We could line up the trees in these big planter pots. They don't really need the big ones though, do they? But then we also need some smaller planter pots all around. And I'm gonna get a bonsai tree. I think I said in the house expansion that I would get her one for the back porch, but I'm actually gonna go in and put one in here as well, just because I feel like it would look good. And she's probably gonna be obsessed with it. And she's probably gonna be in here all the time trying to use it along with the kids. Oh, also I want an undead cow plant, and I was thinking we could put him right in the middle of the greenhouse. We could do a bit of a platform. I don't know how big they are. I think the other cow plant was maybe about that big, but I could do a little platform. I don't actually have it yet, so I can't decorate this area for the cow plant because I don't have it, but that's what I think we're gonna put here. Maybe it needs to be just a little bit bigger, maybe like that. What kind of fencing do I want to use? Maybe we don't even need the platform. Maybe we just need to put the fencing around a little area for the cow plant. Does that cover up the platform? No, it doesn't. Yeah, actually, maybe we'll lower that. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if this was a good decision or not, but we could do like one of these things. Oh, can I not put it in the center? Oh, I have to put it to one side, but we could do something like that, and then we could have the little cow plant right in the middle of it. But do I want another cow plant after the last one died? Do I genuinely want that? Do I want to have to take care of it? Maybe I don't like this fencing. I like the fact that it's grassy and flowery, but I feel like it's also very big. See, I like this, but I don't like the fact that I don't have a gate that matches this fencing, because this is very much a different color, but I think I'm gonna have to live with it. Yeah, I think he would fit in there pretty well. I mean, it looks like he needs a little bit more space, but I think we could make that work, and we'll make it really luscious with some hanging plants and just plants everywhere. I definitely want it to be functional. I don't want to go too crazy with the plants. I mean, I want to go crazy with it, but I just want us to be able to feed the cow plant if we need to. This actually may be such a big mistake. I mean, we could lock the children out of here though. We'll lock the gate to where Latisha is the only one who can come in. This is how it would look if we had our cow plant. I feel like we need more. I feel like we need more decoration, but I may possibly make myself stop there for now. Does he want a rug? Like, what about that, you guys? I kind of love it. Okay, I'm gonna delete this because we do actually have to buy our own cow plant. I think she has enough satisfaction points for it. But then back over here, we could do maybe 2 trees there. I don't even know how many trees are in the game actually. But then I guess we could kind of mix it up, and we could do some of these planters. I gotta make sure to have plants everywhere. I want it to feel super luscious. And then over by the bonsai tree, we can do a little broom, because sometimes when they're working with this, they get trash in the floor. I guess it's messy because they're like trimming it and then they have a bunch of trash. But we could also put a little trash can conveniently right next to it. And I think I want a couple of these rugs just kind of spread throughout the greenhouse. I think these are so pretty. We definitely have enough light right now. I'm feeling good about the lighting. Should we do her little sitting area so she can come sit out here and just relax? Not that I'm ever gonna let her do that. We don't have time to relax in this challenge. That would be really cute though. I like that chair. And we have those wall plants also, but I don't know where to find them. Right here, these would be so cute. Maybe back behind her little chair. And we'll do a little light also. This one from Get Famous, it kind of looks like a little flower. I don't think that's what it's meant to look like, but that's what it makes me think of. And I'll give her some little gardening tools also, kind of just laying by by her chair. And we need a rug for this spot for sure. She definitely needs a cozy rug. Should we do the one from City Living? Or the Love Struck one also looks like it would be very cozy, but I like the neutral tone of this. And then since this is her cozy corner, we can put some little blankets from Seasons. I think everything will still be working if we do that. I don't love these plants. Maybe I just need to do a different swatch. Maybe that looks better. All right, moving on. I keep on pulling out stuff that I think I'll use later, so excuse the mess. But we'll do a few more planters for our trees. Maybe we'll do this area, we'll do it like that. Because we can also put regular plants in these as well. It's just that I'm not sure how easy it is, how functional it is for them to get to the back ones. It may be no issue. Like all you have to do is just move the plants back there, like plant them and then move them to the back in build mode. And then maybe they can water them and weed them all together. But I'm not sure about that. So we will figure that out. But I think that's fine for that area. We're running out of time. So let's move on. I also kind of want to do another one of these plants. These plants hang so low. I didn't realize how big these were. Actually, you know what? I don't want to put those there. I want to put this right there. I am going to have to size it down, but I think if I size it down, it'll fit almost perfectly. It needs to be sized down just a little bit more. Now it's perfect. It made that corner very dark for some reason, but we'll just move the light closer to it. And then I think over here, I'm going to do maybe one more of those big planters. And then I think we're going to have to do some small ones. I definitely don't have enough planters at this point. I said I wanted to have enough space for every plant in the game. That's not going to happen. I can go on and tell you that. Spoiler alert, that's not going to happen. Because I want some decorations too. Like I want it to still be fun. I have no idea where I want to put this, but I want to put it somewhere. Maybe we could put it right there. Also, we have this little thing that we could try to put somewhere. Maybe we could do the planters like that, and then we could stick that right there. Does that look good? It looks acceptable. I feel like we might could get another planter squeezed in here, but I don't think it's gonna look good or be functional, so we should probably not. Actually, I'm a little bit worried about the functionality of this guy too. Maybe I should kind of turn this to the side like that, and maybe possibly that will be functional. Okay, so that just leaves this empty wall, and we have plenty of space all around our cow plant area that we can add in more small planter pots, so we're doing good. Maybe I could put this over here by the door. There we go. That's cute. And I was gonna put lots of little plants on this window ledge. We'll do some of the little smiley face ones. Actually, no, I like this swatch a little bit better. Oh, there goes my timer. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish the greenhouse really quickly. I think I can do it. It's fine. We don't have much left. We're nearly there. We definitely don't have time to do anything in the house though. I kind of wonder if I shouldn't put a little lamp in with this group. That would be cute, but I think that once I move this with tool, the game might think that it's outside. So I don't know how helpful a light would be right there anyway. It probably would look good though, wouldn't it? But see how they changed colors when I moved them backwards, and it's because technically now they're outside, but we don't care about that. But it might get weird with a light. That's what I'm trying to say. We could do some of those little starlights from Love Struck. We could also do the parenting, the parenthood lights. I think these are pretty. And I found these before I found the Love Struck one, so that's the ones we're gonna use. Oh, I like this color. I'm gonna change the colors of it. That's so pretty. And then on this wall, I want to do these little tools from Get Together. And then I'm gonna have to do planter pots over here too. I feel like I'm getting a little repetitive with them, but this area is too small to do the bigger one, so I'm gonna have to do that. How do we feel about it, you guys? How are we feeling about it? It looks a little empty without our ghost cow plant, but we'll get him soon enough. I actually can go on and start putting some plants in here. And also, I think that if I were to put one of these bigger planters here, I feel like, yeah, there's more than enough room for Sims to be able to get through here. So that actually makes me a little bit happier. We'll do another planter here. All right, here's how it's looking with our plants. I think this is all of our plants except for my dragon fruit and my bird of paradise. I kept those on the front porch because they're valuable and I wanted to keep them close to us. this, but here's how we're looking. It definitely looks a lot more full once you actually start putting plants in here. Oh, I forgot about this. This isn't supposed to be like this. There we go. That's much better. But yeah, I think it's gonna look good, you guys, and we still have plenty of space for new plants. We also have the front porch that we can put plants there if we do run out of room in here. I might add a few more decorations. I feel like this spot right here, I feel like it needs something. Maybe a lamp. Actually, let me just do that really quickly before I forget. We'll do this one from Outdoor Retreat. I think it's gonna look perfect in here. But yeah, I think I'm done with the interior, you guys. We have space to grow. Like if we wanted to add some more garden pots over here, we can. But right now, I feel like we have plenty of space. So I'm not gonna add anything else right now. We'll get our cow plant as soon as we can, and I think it'll look really cool in here. But I am gonna have to stop for right now. I'm gonna have to stop the video because I am very much tired of building. I will finish up the landscaping. Don't worry, I'm not gonna leave it like this. I'm just gonna go take a break. But I will put a video for the end screen of this video. I'll show you guys what it looks like once I'm completely done with the exterior. But yeah, I think we're done, you guys. It's been long overdue, but we finally have a greenhouse. I actually don't know if I like these plants. I may get rid of these plants. I think there's a different one that I might like a little bit better. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments because I always love hearing from you guys. And I will see you very soon with the next part of the 100 baby challenge. But that's all for this one. So bye guys.